Good morning students, welcome back. In this video, we are going to know how to solve chapter 9 numericals, 12th physics and CRT. Here they have given the height of an object considered a candle. As image of a size you have to find. U and R is also given in the data. You can read the question, carefully understand it. See, first of all, they have given a R, so you can write a focal point. If you are finding a focal point, just divide it by 2, you will get your value. There you have to find h dash. So first of all, I am using a mirror formula, that is 1 upon u plus 1 upon v is equal to 1 upon f. Using that, I am finding the value of 1 upon v. So you will get that your 1 upon v is equal to, place the value of u and r or f which you have found it out. Okay, now just you will get your v value. Here the negative sign is that the image is on the other side of the mirror. Now you know the formula that your v is equal to h dash upon h, so which is equal to minus v upon u. Okay, so you can write your h dash is equal to minus v upon u into h cross. Now you know this 2 value, even h value, so just place it. Okay, now you can see both are negative signs, so it will cut out, but this negative sign is still there, so you will get your value of h dash. That is your height of an image. Here the image, this negative sign shows that the image is inverted virtual. Mirror or candle can be adjusted with respect to required position image of a particular point. Suppose you want to change the size of an image, that can be adjusted by a mirror or a candle moving position. Now see, similarly, again I want you to read the question 9.2 again, where they have given the data that you have a h1, that height of an object, u is given, focal length is given, and v you have to find. Again the same mirror formula you use it, 1 upon f, 1 upon u plus 1 upon v. Here I am making 1 upon v as a subject because I want to find that. So you can write your v is equal to f minus v upon uv. All 2 value you have, you just plate this 2 value or 3 value here. Okay, after placing this 2 value, you will get your value of v, similar to first one. Okay, here the sign will be the different or same, that decide the what kind of the image it is. Here now, moreover, you know that your m is equal to minus v upon u, h2 upon h1. So you can find your value of h2. Okay, after finding your value of h2 by using this formula minus v upon u into h1, which all 3 values you know, you will get your sign of h2 will be plus. So your m will be h2 upon h1, that is in positive. Here it will say that your object is erect, virtual and diminished, but the movement or the change of the position left to right or right to left can resize the object or image. Next one, again you read the question of 9.3 that they have given the 2 height. Okay, h1 and h2, you have to find the height. You can say that is object and image height. You have to find the distance between them, and mu also you have to known value. For water it is known that it is 1.33. So mu is equal to, as you know, that it is refractive index. So h1 upon h2, that is medium 1 upon medium 2, you will find it easily. But moreover, they have given that your h mu dash is equal to 1.63 for the given glass or a given object. So you can write your mu dash equal to h upon y. So your y you can find using this h1 upon mu. So apply that 12.5 upon 1.6 divided, and you will get your value of y. Okay, it's very simple. Now next one is also one of the important sum. See, important means for 1 or 2 marks, 2 marks generally. So they have given d1, a distance is given in centimeter. First convert it into a meter. Mu, diffractive index of a one medium is given. Image is you can see here. So this is your I, incident angle. This is your I equal to same. This they have given, this is 90 degree, these two angles. This is theta forming normal and refracted. So this is 80 centimeter. Okay. So moreover, from the figure you can say that your AC is 90 degree. Okay, one angle is 90 degree. R is equal to AC upon by 2, that is OA is equal to OB, you can see from the figure. So refractive index formula, sin I upon sin I, so I is equal to sin inverse upon 1 upon sin 3, you will get your I value. Similarly from the figure only I can find tan I, that is OC upon OB is equal to R upon DI. So 10 48 multi 0.78 multiply 0.8 will give you your, that is your. Now see the next sum, where you have to find mu dash for the prism such that angle is given 60, deviation angle is given 40, mu is given 1.33. So here for the prism you will use the formula. Okay, mu dash is equal to sine A plus del divided by 2 sine A by 2. So just place the value of A and del which is given 60 and 40 and you will get your mu dash. This is also a very important kind of sum related to your experiment point of view. In one of the experiment you have to use this formula to find the sine value, this value, using the other terms which is given. Okay, so here you can write your mu is equal to mu dash upon m. So same formula you will use here. So at last you will get that sine A del plus 2 mu dash upon sine A by 2 is equal to y. This considered I am as y. So A plus del by 2 is equal to sine inverse of y. Whatever value you get, place it here. So you can get the value of this. Now just take multiply by 2 by this value. So this will A and del, you know, or del you have to find. A value you know. Okay, dm will be your, just after subtracting you will get this value. This is your angle of deviation. Okay, now next one, it's a very simple sum that they have given a mu and focal point, a refractive index given, R you have to find. Here's the condition is that you are supposing your R is equal to R1 is equal to R2 for one of the side of the lenses or other side of the lenses. They are using a double convex lens. So I am supposing that your R is equal to R and R2 is equal to minus R, because I am making face by face, so that negative sign show that image are on the both other sides. So here I can use the formula that 1 upon f is equal to mu minus 1 bracket 1 minus R1 minus 1 upon R2. So you know this 2 value is equal to 0, so this value to be 0, but I know that my value of R1 and R2 are negative, so I will use the plus formula. Okay, plus in the formula. So just making this R2 is equal to negative R, I will get here plus. So I can write this formula in this form of, so I can write 1 upon f is equal to R mu minus 1 upon 1 into 2f, because 2 upon R is equal to 2f. So I can find my R using this 2 value. I know the value of mu and f. Just minus this, minus 1, so 0.55 will come, and 2f which is 40. So 40 into 0.55, do it your value. Now next both sum is a homework for you which is similar to this two sum only. Hint here, you have to use the mirror formula and magnification formula for solving this. Okay. Now see the next one. The next one is that here they have given your f 1 upon f is equal to 1 upon f2 plus 1 upon f1 such that two values are given of f1 and f2. First one is of convex lens, second one is of concave lens. Focal length is positive and negative, so you should know. Here when I place the value of get in minus sign, so I can say I have to find that it is converging or diminishing, but minus sign say that it is not converging, it is diverging. Okay, so I get my answer that this is the which kind. Now go through the question number 9.11 where they have given you two focal length, a distance between image and object, u2 and v2 is given, where you have to find the u2 object where it will be placed. First, initially same thing, you will use the mirror formula and find the value of u2. It's very simple, 1 upon u2 plus is equal to 1 upon v2 minus 1 upon f2. This two value you know, just place it and you will get your value of u2. Okay, see here like this, just 1 upon 1 minus 20 here, 1 minus 6.25. You will get approximate value is minus 1 upon 5. Okay, and for v1 it is your distance plus u2, so minus, but here it is in minus, so it will be minus, so 10 centimeter it will become. So after that you have to find u1, so that is the again mirror formula. Please do 10 is given, 2 is given, minus 2.5 will centimeter will come, so that's your value for u1, but it is in negative. But here we have to use mode value because the condition is given in such that the image is formed on the right side. So that's why now using this I am finding the value of m magnification value. So using the formula v1 upon mode of u v1, that's why I have taken a mode here, f1 plus d upon f2. Now place this all value, you will get your value of f. Now next time what you are taking object on infinity position, so using the same that mirror formula, my u2 become infinity, v2 now this two terms are from this is unknown term, so minus infinity if we will do, so 1 upon infinity will become 0, so this term will be equal to your only u2 will be your minus 6 to 5. Okay, because this term will be equal to 0. Okay, so now you will use that formula, v1 is equal to d plus u2, 15 is your d, this you have obtained minus sign, so 8.75 centimeter. After that again use the mirror formula for adjustment of getting the image. You will get your value of u1 is minus 2.59 centimeter. Finally you will get the magnification value using the same formula you did here, v upon u mod of u d upon u2. So place the value, you will get your point where you have to place the magnification. Okay, simple. See this one and this two magnification value you are getting here. 9.12 is a homework. It's similarly after that 9.11. Hint, here you have to find the m value using this two name formula, that is mirror formula, lens formula. Here you have to just added the terms of u and v, and moreover for magnification same formula you will use that v upon mod of u 1 plus t by f. Okay, this is very simple sum for 1 mark MCQ. Here they have given f0 and fe, m, and this two term you have to find. This is a very simple term. You have to just m magnification, that is your f0 upon fe, just divide it and you will get your answer. This two term, okay, add it, you will get your answer. That's for 1 mark. Now here they have again given f0 and fe. I want you to read the question carefully, understand it here. So when you're finding magnification, I'm taking as alpha, or you can take as m also. F0 upon fe, this term value you will get 1.5 to 10 is to 3 because it's c, minus this will go up, so you will get the value here. D is given, R0 is given, D dash you have to find. So for this, what you are doing, you know that the relation that in this condition, given condition, your D upon R0 is equal to D dash upon F0. So your D dash will be D into F0 into divided by R0. So just place the value and bring the answer. Okay, it's very simple. Again, 9.15 is the theory section. We have already discussed in the theory part. (9.16c). Here they have given you D and D dash. What D dash you have to find the value such that the refractive index is 1.5. So formula is very simple, just divide it, D upon D dash, you will get your value. Again, this is for 1 mark MCQ. And D dash minus D, where the position of that where you will place is equal to, just do minus this term, you will get the value. So now next one is they have given 2 refractive index. So you know the basic refractive index will be the ratio of that. Suppose this is 1 medium, this is 2 second medium. So first mu1, mu2. So after this average, you will take your mu is equal to, but you know that mu is equal to 1 upon sin I. So sin I will be mu1 upon mu2. So I will be sin inverse of mu2 of mu1. So just place this value of mu1, mu2 and find the sin inverse, you will get your incident angle. Now for I max, you can write mu I is equal to sin I max upon sin mu max. This is maximum value you are getting. Remember, when sin I max is equal to mu1 sin max, so I max you will take sin inverse. Now again, this just a mu1 value, you know, sin R max value, you know, place the value here, find the inverse of sine and find the value. Remember, for the given condition for total internal reflection, if your I is more than I dash, then in for here you will get such that your I is greater than 50 degree. So for the second term, when you will get your R max, when your 90 degree is subtracted from your incident angle, for the given condition is you will get for 31. Okay, now remember this point, when 0 is your I is less than 0 greater than 60, it will suffer total internal reflection, or it will go through. Okay. Similarly, when mu1 and mu2, where mu1 is given and mu2 you have to find, and total inter Ti, that is 90 degree, you know the formula, sin R is equal to sin 90 here, and this is mu, that is mu is equal to, just I have replaced it. So after that I can write my R is equal to sin inverse of 1 upon 1.68. I will find the inverse and I can get the value of R. Okay. So when if my I is greater than r from here, this and this value, then it will suffer from or go through the TIR. And if it is less than, then there will be no detection of TIR. Okay. Now 18.1 is also a theory section which we have discussed in the theory part video. Now see for 19.1, it's also a very small sum for 1 mark MCQ. Here they have given D is equal to 3 centimeter. Maximum focal length for this given condition you have to find. So D maximum is equal to just divided by 4. You will get your answer. For the given condition you have to divide it by 4 because it is in the maximum where you will get the place that where your object is divided by 4 times. Then after that it will diminish. Next one is also very simple and easy sum. They have given you value of D 90 centimeter, small d 20 centimeter, F focal length you have to find. Now I want you to read and understand the question carefully. So you will think that which formula you have to use here. Mirror formula? No. Here you will use the formula D minus D square upon 4D because of the condition that where is the maximum and the minimum condition image is formed. So because of that you are using this formula. Just apply the formula. Applying the formula, please the value of D and D. Okay. And this you will get that your value of F. It's a very simple sum. Now these two sums are related to your previous sum. So I want you to try yourself, and they are given in homework. 23 is a theory section which we have already discussed in theory part video. Now here they have given a power of a lens 60D. Focal length you have to find. So when your F is equal to 1 by D, you know this formula. So it's 1 upon 60. Here it's you have to multiply it by 100 divided by 60, that is 5 by 3 centimeter. Okay. Now this is your V. Thus this is your V. So 1 upon F dash is equal to 1 upon F minus 1 upon U. You don't know the value of this, but these two values are known. This we have 3 upon 5, reverse of that, because 5 is equal to, and we are finding 1 upon V. U is given, so just place the value you will get. And for power, lastly what you will do, you will just use the formula 1 upon F into 100 because you are multiplying here. So just 16 upon D multiplied by 100. So because it is multiplied by 100, image is magnified in such a way that, so 64D you will get. So 64 minus 40 will give you 24D. That's easy. Okay.